fat.
And that was that tweet when they was talking about Tyler Kirk, what the tweet was supposed to say is he announced that none of the kids are here, so exclusive with the mother.
Well, I can't. I'm gonna pretend like I ain't gonna say nothing. We on stream. I ain't gonna say that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Gathering of Old Men podcast. Um, Jamal, I think your echo cancellation. Just turn that off.
I'll fix it now.
But ladies and gentlemen, I
What's
want
up,
y'all
y'all?
to enjoy another day uh, of happiness, of joy. Before I start, so I want everybody to celebrate these kids that got their day in the sun on a national day, National Signing Day. Sorry about that. My chin missing on the little thing. On this National Signing Day. So hats off to every one of the kids who found a home. Congratulations to all the kids that got preferred walk-ons, D2, D3, NAIA. Congratulations to all y'all. There go, little baby. So congratulations to those kids, right? I want us to celebrate those kids as long as we can before the season starts, because y'all know how y'all is when the season gets started. Things don't go your way, y'all start acting different. So just take a moment and enjoy those kids.
Not me though. It's always the coach's fault.
Yeah. The other thing is, shout out to Roger Craig. Why it took this long for him to get to the Hall of Fame, I do not know. The first man to rush for 1,000 and have 1,000 yards receiving. He is the GOAT. Y'all celebrate Marshall Faulk. Y'all celebrate all these other dudes. He was the first one. So
I'm
back
going
then,
to put him the same with the repertoire about the time for the same reason it took what you call it to get there, and he was dead before they even inducted him like the biggest ring of honor. So hey. Hey, I'm gonna grab my iPad and feel.
well, I'll say this. That man deserved his day in the sun. Too bad he had to wait till he was 65, but he got in. So that's all that matters, I guess. Um, I don't know if anybody else that has made it into the Hall of Fame yet. As it comes out, I will definitely let everybody know. But reports are, and I hate doing the reports or a word on the street. I hate doing that till it's like confirmed. But the way the Hall does it is they go to each individual person, let them know they're in, and then announce everything after everybody's gotten in. So there's that. Ooh, for hockey fans out there, I've been telling y'all for a while that the Tampa Bay Lightning need to go over to the neighborhoods in the hood, learn how to fight, and they'll get back to winning. Clearly, they went to King High School Fight Club because they are now all over the Sunrise Panthers 2-0 in the first. It's early, but they jump right on them. So, also don't test my goalie; he got hands. So that's that. Um, I don't want to talk about Florida State basketball right now. FAMU women is winning 70-53 in the fourth with 4:33 left in the fourth. So it looks like we're gonna bring this one home. I like that big number 70. That's a big number. I like that number. Congrats to them if they are able to hold on for the win. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. We already talked about. Well, we're gonna talk some more about National Signing Day. I was hoping Doc would be here so we could talk about Jackson State, but we're definitely gonna talk about FAMU National Signing Day, and if we have time, we'll go through some of the SWAC schools. We'll talk about um, what happened in Montana. Um, Computer willing, I'll try and get Sam Akim's um, his account of what happened with Coach Hauck at Montana, and then we'll talk about the schedule some more, but we'll talk about it a little differently. Um, Everybody's kind of spent this negative. I'm gonna try and keep this positive and kind of keep everybody's mind open to a different thing because there are a lot of different people out there that have different opinions. I listen to Josh Sims over at HBCU Nightly. He is he is what I call the competition guy. He just want to roll the ball out and let's play tough schedules. So if you don't make the Celebration Bowl, you do get into the FCS playoffs. I have a different opinion, but it's more nuanced than just play money. It's a very different nuanced conversation. And then we'll get into some NBA trades. We'll get into some NFL, the Super Bowl this weekend. So
Every time we talk about Celebration Bowl and playoffs, me and Mike pops his black ass up. I say we banned it from the podcast.
every now and then, and I mean every now and then, like a clock is right 2 times a day. Um, you know, the sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then. The sun shines on an alley cat's behind every now and then. Like every once in a while, he right.
And every once in a while, is no, you know what? Be nice. Never mind.
I don't know what happened. Guess everybody disappeared. What happened?
I have no idea. My high speed USB Wi-Fi connection just decided it was just gonna go out like in the middle of me talking. So I apologize to everybody. That was crazy. Um, but oh, but we'll get to the rundown. We'll get to everything around HBCU sports. I saw a little something. I don't know if it was true or not about a um. Oh, let me make sure I got everybody here. Okay. I want to make sure. that we get to everything, I saw a little rumor about
Who is? Hey, you still watching the game, Troy?
yeah.
Who is number 44?
Oh no.
I have never seen that young lady before.
Who even on the list?
I have another question. Coach is like 6'4", right?
Yeah.
Where the hell Coach get pants longer than her from?
Long as the outfit is wild, I'm cool with it. I don't want no more regular outfits.
No, she can't. She not allowed to wear regular clothes.
All right. You know, I like the fact that we winning big. We 13% from three.
Yeah, we are not. I don't want to say we're not a 3-point shooting team because we have lit it up from three before, but we are entirely too streaky from three.
Like I want Super Ross to stop moving around. Just find you a spot. Let
Yeah, she
everybody
a
work.
set shooter. You can't run her off a pick. You just have to let her get to a corner and work around her if you want her to drop shots. But McCarthy, when McCarthy is on, she on.
Yeah. But I am happy with Pure Foy. I'm happy with Giles Jones,
Hmm.
and I'm happy with McCarthy.
Yeah,
Um, Robinson is doing playing well too. She got 16 points.
they
But what
don't
I'm
give her the ball enough.
yeah, Jones has 15 rebounds, dog.
Jones don't shoot. That's all she do is rebound.
19 points, 15 rebounds.
She was
So
shooting. She shot the ball today.
mhm,
Nice.
it's a 15.
So again, I've said in an alumni group before, this is probably the most talented team that she has recruited.
Yeah,
My only bark, and I said this to Demetri when me and her had a private conversation about it, is we've seen 5 foot point guards before. Shannon Bobbitt, who played for the University of Tennessee, ironically, was 5 foot even. She might have been like 4'11", but she was the shortest person on the team. Everybody else was like 5'9" and up. In order to make a 5 foot point guard work, you have to put them around height because they don't have the same angles that a 5'6", 5'7", 5'9" point guard has. So they have to play with people that can help them angle to get the ball where you need it to be. That's why if you watch Purifoy, she doesn't throw the people, she throw the spots because that's where they're supposed to be, and that's how she can get you the ball.
I want them to figure it out before playoff time hit.
Yep.
I just want them to figure it out before playoff time hit.
Hey, I already got that time off, and I already said, hey, I'm going here, so she don't plan nothing for my birthday. Just let me know where to book a hotel at.
Oh yeah, I'll get my mother-in-law.
Okay.
It ain't nothing like $39 hotel.
Oh no, it is not. Because I
Marriott.
will,
Marriott.
yeah, yeah. Let me know, and I have my credit card info ready. Lord, 8 ball is at the game.
Man,
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I'll stop. She been doing good lately. She been doing good.
Dennis there. I'm trying to see. You know, maybe, just maybe. We'll try and get her on the show.
I swear I will be nice. I'm going to ask some hard questions, but I'm going to be nice.
Well, um, so for everybody that don't know, there is a plan to have AD Davis on tomorrow. Special podcast tomorrow at 8 o'clock or 8:30. I'm sorry. We'll have AD Davis on. We'll keep it kind of short. I'll try and get some Avengers on after his interview. We kind of talk through what our AD has in mind. Again, y'all know I'm gonna ask the questions about facilities, revenue sharing, NIL,
Mhm.
and just his outlook for the future. So it'll be fun. Everybody
I
come through.
mean, hey, you probably can't ask him, but I would ask what what are what the contracts looking like in terms of like Pepsi and Coke? Because I think we're nearing the end of our Pepsi contract,
Oh yeah,
and with the needs that we have for nutrition and stuff and all the athletics, can we leverage that to? Because I think Coke, I don't know. Yeah, I think Coke owns Muscle Milk.
yeah.
Hey, buddy, like you know what I mean. So, like, what are the plans for that? Like, what are we doing to bring in more revenue that isn't out of the pockets of alumni? Because alumni gives a lot. Like a lot of people don't realize that, but family alumni forks out a lot of money year to year for a lot of stuff. Oh, Coach Quinn at the game. See him
Let me.
right behind Coach, he got on a black hood and a green shirt.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to see if she got. No, she got regular sleeves on. I don't know if I like this outfit, y'all. We got to call coach.
Man, she got beads hanging from the sleeves. That is
All
not a
right, you
regular
know what?
outfit.
You know what? You right. You right. She good. She good. She definitely good. Um. All right. So the ugly today is that
Okay.
Morehouse has not apologized or explained their issue with Tuskegee's head men's basketball coach and why he ended up in handcuffs. They also haven't explained why the football team was in the handshake line at the end of a basketball game.
Okay. If I was Tuskegee at this point, Morehouse would never have to worry about seeing me ever again. And I mean, they would never. They couldn't even play me in marbles. I don't care. They would never see me. Anybody that wears a uniform for me or step their foot in any of my facilities ever again. But I'm extreme, so
And
yeah.
the president of Morehouse, by the way, was at the game. At the
Mhm.
game. And issued its issued a statement saying he didn't see a problem.
What
Okay.
you mean you didn't see a problem? Why was the man put in handcuffs at a basketball game?
He didn't swing on nobody. The man just asked why we got football players in the handshake line.
Yeah, because why are football players in the handshake line at a basketball game?
And that is a valid question. Absolute valid question.
Because if he would have took his team and said, "Nah, we ain't doing that," and went home, it would have been a completely different issue and a completely different deal. But he's right. Why do football season is effectively over? Why are football players in the handshake line at a basketball game?
I I just to say that I'm at a loss for words. I keep waiting for this story to get better
It's not.
and it get worse.
Hmm.
So it shouldn't go away, but it need to go away because I don't think it's gonna get better if it keep coming back up.
It's not because it doesn't make any sense. It simply makes no sense. And there's no way to even make it make sense.
So
I just want to know what's the benefit for them playing Morehouse anyway.
Yeah,
Like
it's
what
a.
men's sports are they getting?
I mean, the Tuskegee won, right?
yeah, Tuskegee won.
Okay, so Morehouse can't play football right nor basketball right near all boys school. So what are we doing?
What Tasha do? She drank water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to drink some water because I'm gonna say something I ain't got no business saying.
We probably all gonna say something we ain't got no business saying by the time we get to the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
mean to say because I'm just speaking truth to power. That don't make sense.
It don't, Marlo. It don't. And but all of a sudden he the bad guy for calling a spade a spade. Is that have we gotten to that point in the timeline?
My players wouldn't have been in that line.
No. I
Not
would
with
have
not
like
with the football players in it.
this has all. This could go real bad, real
it's
bad.
going to go real bad because they have from when that happened, they had exactly 24 to 48 hours, and 48 hours being the absolute last amount of time to try and course correct and hurt and help the narrative of what happened. They simply did not.
Um, but you know, I guess shout out to Morehouse figuring it out. If it looked like an arts and craft project, that means it's a win. I needed to look like that. I'm
Hmm.
superstitious. I needed to look like I told y'all. She needed to look like the flying nun, all of that, all them crazy
What,
outfits. I want her to have all
whatever
of it.
that outfit was that she wore when they beat Southern, she need like four of them.
Hmm.
I'll pick them up and take them to the cleaners for her. And drop back off at on campus.
And I'm talking about she tight tonight. Makeup is on. Do they say on fleek anymore? Because I was gonna
I
say on
don't
fleek.
know.
I don't know if they say that no
I
more.
feel like it. I feel like it fits.
But yeah, makeup tight. You know. Oh man, and like it's a little it's a little like um shoulder like skin coming with the outfit too.
Man, it got beads on it, y'all. It got beads on it.
Yeah. So for everybody that's been to a basketball game, so we looking at this little section that looks like a place where you can have a nice meal. Do you pay extra for that? I need to know how much extra you pay to
That's
have a meal.
those season ticket holder seats over there.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
All right. So I need to step my game up. Let me hurry up and get well, and I'm gonna step my game
Yeah.
up.
I mean, I bought basketball season tickets this year, and they weren't. I think they cost me like $100 something. They weren't bad,
Oh,
but
face is, you know, because the kids always telling me to pause. Yeah.
why you got to pause after fleet?
No, so I agree with you, Mike. See, Mike is right sometimes, man. Sometimes Mike is right. Um, I don't know if as a man I can say face is beat. I
I
think
mean,
that
you could probably get away with it because it's you and everybody know you got that blonde hair lady over there. But anybody else, they probably would slide side out.
okay. All right. All right. So we got me and Mike in here. I'm gonna go ahead
Then
and tap
don't be
into
on
this.
no shit today, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and tap into something that it kind of while we was tussling over schedules, something happened on National Signing Day, and we calling it out. We really didn't dig into it too much. Sam Akim, friend of the show, he's been on here a few times talking about what I call Canada junior football. So Montana,
Hey,
Montana State.
we got to get him back so he can talk about this.
Yeah. So we've talked about, we've talked about Canada junior football, and he's been very good and honest about how he feels, and he wants HBCUs to play Montana and San Diego, South Dakota State, and all of that. No
Yeah,
problem.
they got to come to the south though. If they
Yeah.
want to if they want a home and home it fine. But if they want it to be a one way, we got to go up there every single year.
No.
Fuck no. Now, would I love to see Montana's football stadium because that shit is gorgeous? Yes, but they gonna have to bring their ass bread.
Hmm. I would not mind going up there in like October, and they come
Yeah.
down here in August.
Yes.
I feel like up there in October will be, or in August will be just as bad as them coming down here in August. I feel like they
Mm-hmm.
kind of crazy up there too. So, but he talked about uh Coach Mock retiring, or Coach Hauck. I keep saying that man name wrong. Coach Hauck retiring, or stepping away from the game. Essentially, he didn't want to deal with the new era of sports, and with having to deal with NIL and agents. Understand? We need to understand something, right? The Big Sky don't have no crazy media rights deal. They ain't got no big money. They getting effed over by the mothership just like everybody else.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because out there they are those state flagship schools. Montana is the state flagship school of Montana. I mean, Montana State is the state flagship school of Montana. Same thing with North Dakota. Same thing with South Dakota. They get more money than everybody else from their respective and then they don't have to compete. They don't have to explicitly or implicitly compete with any black institutions for money. It's just them.
Oh no, but here's the thing that I think I don't say enough or don't point out enough is that, and here's why it's gonna get into my issue with ESPN. The discretionary spending of a fan and alumni base of Montana is going to be different than a discretionary spending of a FAMU, Jackson State, Southern, Grambling. That's going to be different. So those advertisers are paying different because you get more bang for your buck in the South than you do in Canada Junior, right? So their media rights deal, which is essentially extra income for something that you was already doing. So, I know this lady ain't coming in here. Hold on a second.
Mhm.
So with all of that coming on, hell, of a Montana fan base and an HBCU fan base, it's going to be totally different, right? But when you have alumni that is throwing money at NIL and at revenue sharing, and again, Florida is different. We are allowed to use our auxiliary funds for revenue sharing. That ain't the same for everybody else. These FCS schools don't necessarily have that ability. So when Coach Hauck is saying, "Hey, this is different," and the player that I was getting 6 years ago by saying, "Hey, we Montana, we play for FCS national championships," that might not hold the same weight as, "Hey, we South Dakota State, we play for national championships, and we gonna give you $10,000, $30,000." I'm just throwing a number out there, right? So when you look at that landscape, of course he gonna be tired. And I'm not running this coach down because he quit on his team on National Signing Day. Because
Fuck that. I will as soon as you stop talking.
the Ibis basketball coach, Larry Nager, quit in the middle of the season. Well, December, but quit in the middle of the season because he couldn't get NIL dollars. Because remember, Miami's chief NIL guy business had went in Chapter 11, so they didn't have the funds that they had the year before.
Mm-hmm.
He retired. So it's not just him. It's a lot of coaches complaining, but they're complaining and either they can't quit and aren't financially able to quit, or they're figuring it out, right?
So, you said a lot, right? And it was all valid and true. So I would bet you that the cost of living in Montana is cheaper than the cost of living that we have down here in certain areas, right? Today, the head coach, and I want to say it was UTSA, said him and his wife are going to forego $80,000 of his paycheck so he can help with revenue sharing for his team. They pay him like $800,000 a year, so he's dropping 10% of his pay because he wants to keep coaching and he wants to win. I don't know how much that man makes, but I bet you the dude from Montana State, but I bet you he's in the upper tier of coaches pay for LCS football.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I said it on Doc's show last night. It is literally, I don't like that everybody else got an advantage. Not even an advantage. I don't like that the playing fields are levelized or level nine, almost equal now. So I'm gonna take my ball and go home. Same shit that Saban did. I'm gonna call it. Saban ain't want to deal with NIL and profit sharing because he wanted to be the only one with a Ferrari in the parking lot. Let's call a spade a spade. Now you can't pull the wool over kids' eyes, make them stay at your school when they clearly want to go somewhere. You can't hoard talent anymore because, hey, you got me here with a lie, but now I can go down the road to South Alabama, or down the road to Detroit and actually play. So I'm gonna leave. You don't want to deal with that no more. So you don't want to do this no more. It ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun. I don't care about none of these coaches getting their underwear in a bunch and they feelings hurt because they can't beat their chest and be the 800-pound gorilla no more. That's fine. Go be a fucking accountant. Go teach school. Go teach high school football. If that is how you feel, like if you feel like that's the only way you can win and control, cool. Ain't no space for you in college football no more. Next man up.
Um, and again, the 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 blessing out of this is that, and it kind of got alluded to on a Kim's, and you can look up Sam SAM. Last name is Akim A_KEM. That's his. You search that name, that'll pull up his YouTube channel. On his live, he discussed that a lot of people was in Canada Junior was a little upset that his retirement meant that the new head coach is black. So the first African American head coach in Montana history is taking over in the middle of this mess. So because the
Yep.
head coach retired, that now opens the portal right now on National Signing Day. That opens the portal up for 2 weeks for all the kids that are currently in that program. So he got to
Yep.
basically do. He got to do. He got to do a job where he got to save kids and recruit at the same time.
And I would tell them hell no.
But because he is black, he can't do that.
Yes,
That's
you can.
the he can, but that's the conundrum of, well, if you leave when the program needed you, then you quit on the team too. And your consequences, because you look like me, are a little different than if you look like somebody
No
else.
fuck, because if he don't win this year, even with all of this going on, if he don't win this year, if they do not look like Montana football this year, he gonna be done after next year. So
Yeah,
what's the point?
I agree. I agree. I don't, and they've said they're going to a national search, right? So he's not guaranteed the job next year.
So what's the point? You know what? Yes, black man, take the job. Take the job. If your family's up there, go ahead and send them back to where y'all from. Get you a 1-bedroom apartment and stack your money. Put it on a year-to-year lease. You could probably put it on a month-to-month lease because they are going to fire you.
I don't routinely vote or root for Canada Junior schools except for when South Dakota played North Dakota State. When they play, yes, I am rooting for the Jackrabbits. House and up.
Mm-hmm.
This year, I don't know where I'm gonna get in touch with Sam and find out where I'm gonna need to get the little Montana gift from. I'm gonna be rooting for Montana every week because every week I want them little people who be wearing white linen outfits to be upset that their coach is winning every game. And I don't know if Taco is a senior or not, but if Taco ain't no senior, is Taco? I'm sorry, I think Taco played for the other team. My bad.
Yeah, I think he do.
Yeah, I want them to win. I just want them to win. So them little people in their pickup trucks and their white linen outfits can be upset when they wake up and realize every day that they got to root for their team that's headed by a black man. Ain't God good? Won't He do it?
Mm-hmm.
But who is
You know what?
that?
I just saw me at Mike's comment, and yeah, he is right about that.
Yeah,
A SWAC Southland or me at Big SWAC Challenge that actually would do good.
yeah,
Put it in the neutral site. Hell, let's play them
yeah.
in St. Louis or something.
Oh yeah, that'll do numbers.
Yeah,
Somewhere where we
let's
can get
play.
on the
Let's
plane.
yeah, let's borrow Arrowhead Stadium for a weekend. Let's play them in St. Louis, get some decent barbecue, and go back home.
Yeah, that'll do numbers. I am aware that Montana State AD and Eastern Washington AD said they want to play MEAC schools. You see what they said though, right? I don't know if you really pay attention to that. They want to play MEAC schools because it ain't hot in August. Because you playing them games
But
between week
that's because
0
you
and
put
week 4.
exactly now. If you have to actually come to the south, if they have to come to Jackson, Mississippi, Tallahassee, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, they gonna die. That humidity gonna take all of them out before they even get off the airplane.
I
Everybody gonna
told
be upset over there.
I told you we gonna get Marlowe people that work in the forestry department. When they come down, it's gonna be a controlled burn that Saturday.
And everybody can just meet in the middle of campus and do a rain dance, and then we'll be good.
Oh yeah, hot, muggy, and rain. Oh, that's Tallahassee football right there. That's a beautiful thing.
I'm gonna
That
be
is.
in my RV watching it on TV in the AC, but I'm gonna be there though. I'm gonna buy a ticket. I mean, it's hell. That's all that. I'm buying the ticket. I'm just not coming. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So, but you know, it is what it is. Um, and again, check out Sam and Kim's YouTube channel. So again, I watched Joshua Sims um podcast today, or a little bit of it, until I had to get ready for this one. I watched this podcast today, and Josh talks from a competition level. He's a former college football player. It's always about competition, and that is great. It is absolutely great. However, football and college sports does not exist only in the competition boat. Now, I say all this to say this. FAMU only plays one D2 HBCU. So,
And that my cousins from up the street.
exactly. So, my opinion on it is a little skewed because we don't have two D2s on the schedule and we don't have contracts that was locked in and all this other stuff, right? Here's why revenue is important. This not does not alleviate or deny competition. This is just reality of fact, right? I'm not talking about the FCS playoffs. I am just talking about in-season tough scheduling, right? The reality of the matter is that Your schedule has to line up with all these quote unquote tough teams, preferably in an area where travel does not ruin your budget for your other games. In other words, and nobody wants to hear this in the MEAC, and that's okay. Your culture is a little different. The band is part of the football product. It is not football. It is a part of the football product, right? When North Carolina put Florida A&M on the schedule, they wanted the marching 100. That was part of the rider. When
They
Miami,
paid for them too.
yeah, when Miami puts FAMU on the schedule, they're not just putting the football team on the schedule, they're also putting the band on the schedule. Here is the ugly thing about the ESPN contract that nobody wants to talk about. ESPN does not just want Jackson State, they also want the sonic boom. If there are games that do not include bands, ESPN, who sells ads to advertisers based on the content of the event, they, oh my God, again,
What?
you know what? Let's work this out, Mike. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. Planes cost money, Mike. Planes cost money.
No. Me and Mike is talking from a place of privilege because the state of Maryland actually gave more than they damn money. Everybody else didn't happen for it. And we have been happy for y'all because the state of Maryland did right by y'all and gave y'all money. But that is not the case for everybody else. State of Florida still owe us $3 billion. And that's not three with an M, three with a B. And that's just from 1980. And that includes the adjustment for inflation.
So again, this
And here he goes
this
starting his
magic
bullshit
money,
again.
this magical money that y'all just think people snap their fingers and have magical money. Money does not grow on trees. You are adults. Y'all don't work for free, but y'all are asking HBCUs to produce content for free. Yes, football and competition are a beautiful thing, but they do not exist in a bubble all their own. Even if you only
Cleats
take
and
the
pads
football team,
costs.
it costs money. Those drivers don't drive for free. Ain't nobody volunteering. Things cost money.
Gatorade ain't cheap.
I tell you, here go a
Apples
little
and
anecdote.
oranges and bananas at halftime, not cheap.
Here go a little anecdote. There is exactly. Here's a little anecdote. So I'm a programmer, and a big chunk of my money throughout my life has come from freelance programming, right? So I have, on occasion, had people call me up and say, "Hey, I got this innovative idea. I want you to come and hear my pitch, and then give me your price." One day, this guy named Buddy, and if you look up Barter, Buddy, Pinellas County, he gonna come up. I don't know if he's still alive. This is how long ago this was. He wanted me to build him an entire application on the barter system. I can't pay Tico.
What the hell did he have a barber? Was he gonna barter you an entire vehicle? Was he
No.
bartering you equipment?
Oh no, this was the
Was he
best
gonna
part.
barter and do all of the repairs on your house for the next 10 years? Because that might have been worth it.
He was bartering the opportunity of me to apply my skills onto his bartering network so that I could barter for things. That was his barter to me.
I would have
Needless to
fought him in the street like a hoe.
if he wasn't an elderly white man, I probably would have. But um again, Mike, it's y'all just say ignorant shit. Y'all do. Y'all just say ignorant shit. Now you to piss me off because you can exist on a D1 level and not work for free. Florida State don't do nothing for free. Nothing. But y'all don't talk about them. FAMU just raised $300,000 in 30 days. I don't see none of y'all applauding that at all.
They won't.
But I speak to y'all behind closed doors and y'all will say, FAMU raised money. But then around in the same breath, y'all will holler about, well, if you can't go work for free, you don't need to play football on the D1 level. Kiss my entire black St. Pete ass.
Mm-hmm.
Things
and another thing
money.
with what little baby just said, what a lot of people don't realize is more than, I would say, between 2 to 3 of those universities that are open in Florida were open 75 years after FAMU, using the money that the state stole from FAMU to open. So yeah, I'm talking about you, UCF and USF. I'm talking about y'all. Those schools were open with funds that should have been funneled to FAMU that we never got. So don't talk to me about financing and it's a D1 level. If you fuck all that. Like you can't talk about HBCUs and HBCU sports and football without talking about the injustice that comes with racism from 90% of us being below the Mason-Dixon line. Like, man, don't piss me the fuck off tonight, please.
And this ain't about acceptance. This ain't about wanting to be just with our people. This is just the financial realities of football, right? Fun fact, did you know New College of Florida, which is in Sarasota, now has a baseball team and basketball team that they did not want. But thanks to
because New College was never designed to have fucking athletics. New College was for genius level hippies. That's what New College was for.
They played Florida Memorial the other night in basketball and got smashed to death.
And got tore out the frame.
Because there are people pushing their agendas onto colleges in Florida. I'm gonna get us there. I'm sorry, I got a little mad.
Hey, wait. My bad. And guess what, Mike? They got money. New College of Florida got Harvard level money, and they got their ass whooped by a D2 school in the middle of Miami.
NAIA.
I'm sorry, NAIA. By NAIA, when I say the middle of Miami, you go around the corner from Florida Memorial, and it's like 4 sets of projects. And I ain't saying that to be disrespectful. I love Florida, and they got tore out the frame.
So when we have these discussions, all eyes on me.
We said it. If it's a home and home, then we will play. Why do we got to go all the way to the Montana to play a game? Why they can't come down here? Why they can't come to DC? Why they can't come to Baltimore and play? Why they can't go to Delaware and play Delaware State? Why do we, black kids, black schools, all of us got to go up there to play? And we all FCS level.
Yeah, I've made sure I preface this to make it not about FAMU because FAMU has played Troy. FAMU has played Georgia Southern. FAMU has played, what's the school in Georgia? They played a few schools in Georgia. It is not, I didn't want this to be about FAMU on purpose because FAMU is.
It's not. I'm talking for all of us.
Oh yeah, no, the FAMU is an outlier in the discussion.
Morgan should not, and again, Morgan should not have to go all the way to Montana to play Montana one time. If Morgan goes to Montana to play them in 2028, in 2029, Montana need to get their ass on the plane and go to Baltimore.
Exactly. It's not a, I got to make X amount. No, I just need to be able to cover my costs because that's all we're doing. Like on every level. Hell, people talked about Florida State and their $437 million. Remember about 4 years ago, Ohio State alums was complaining about the amount of money that they were spending on their program. They ain't complaining now.
Nope.
Oh no, with MEAC, I don't think there's a problem with the home and home with MEAC schools. I would love for him to say, "Hey, I would love to come down to Tallahassee in August, and then next year y'all come to I think it's in Pullman. Is that right? Pullman? Oh no, wait, I can't remember what Eastern Washington. My bad. I would love for that to be a thing. Exactly. We we lost for
Thanks.
FAMU. For FAMU, we lost some of the schools that we played that were regional powers because they went to FBS. You know what I'm
They were
saying?
LBS level. Yep. Just
So
like West Florida is probably gonna be there in the next 3 to 5 years.
yeah, and they should say thank
Yeah.
you on their way up. So
Man, but what we said is, and I hate that y'all feel like what I'm making excuses because I'm not. On the surface, they will say everything is negotiable, but then when you really start talking about it, them negotiations like on the phone with ads, and when contracts start to get in writing, they start looking real different. I don't, you can't pay me to believe that no ad from either one of our conferences haven't reached out to play them.
and Lawrence, if that's the case, that is a economical schedule that I am totally in agreement with. Now, I am not saying by any shape or form, again, because of my fandom, that I'm okay with schools playing two D2 schedule. I mean, two D2 schools on a schedule. If though, because again, we also got to realize we just got this extra week zero game. Everybody just got able to play a week zero game. So if you have contracts previous that you can't get out of, and then somebody drop out, you now then got to mix and match with whoever is available to get another game on the schedule. I'm also not saying an 11 game schedule is okay when you can play 12. I'm not saying that's okay either. But if they couldn't get a 12th game, what are they to do? Now, 3 years down the road, if these schedules are still coming out the same way, that's a whole different discussion. That is a whole different discussion. You know what I'm saying?
And again,
Um,
Mike, I said that is a good idea. A regional based SWAC Southland Challenge is a good idea.
mhm.
We should do that. Again, I'm saying, listen. I know how to give credit what credit is due, and again, that is a good idea. I hope somebody who works in an AD office or know an AD be like, "Hey, look, y'all, we should do this." I'm not taking my black ass to Southeast Louisiana. I heard about that shit, but I still think that's a good that is a good game and a good FCS level team to play in the region.
You know what? Here's what's funny. Nobody says you need to drop down to a D2 level when you playing in Miami or when you play in Florida, a USF or FIU. Nobody ever says that. Nobody ever says that. But the moment somebody says, "Hey, we've played these schools and we need to cover this cost if I'm going 2,000 miles the other way," that's it. Ain't nobody saying I got to make $2 million off this game off of FCS school. That's what you say to the FBS school. The FBS money, and we need to be again. You know what? I've missed the whole reality of it because I got pissed off. Let me back up on something that's very important. Our football programs fund our non-revenue generating sports: softball,
Correct.
baseball, bowling, um, track. Football does more than just, oh, we play football. No, it doesn't. It is an economic driver for the entire university. That is how you have your Title IX programs covered so you don't have to drop sports. And for HBCU fans, a lot of the schools that drop sports is because they couldn't get over the Title IX hump. UAB
Hmm.
dropped football because they couldn't get over the Title IX hump. That Title IX is something serious. So it is not just, oh, y'all crying about money. No, I'm not. That was never the case. My comment was
Hey,
two things. One, not two D2 games, but as good stewards of HBCUs, we need to throw a money game to a D2 HBCU. I don't care what them people on the FCS level say. Oh, y'all need to take D2 HBCUs off y'all schedule so we can take you serious in the FCS playoffs. If we do that, then what happens to those schools who then lose that money? Because y'all, as the PWI guy in the room, y'all tell me all the time it's about HBCUs and us taking care of each other. Y'all tell me this all the time. Don't talk about it. Be
Except
about it.
Mike would let all HBCU close just as long as Morgan's still there. He good.
But they're not gonna win nothing, so they really not there.
Hey, Adrian Crooks, you right about Southeast. If you dark like me and Troy, don't go outside at night. You might come up missing. And that's why they'll never have to worry about me. I don't have no filter. Either we gonna fight or we gonna shoot it out and somebody gonna be dead or in jail. So I'm
No,
gonna just stay home.
which Southeastern are we talking about? We talking about the one in Lakeland?
No, Southeast Louisiana.
Oh, oh no, oh no. That's gotta be a
Yeah,
neutral site
nah,
game.
ain't that game either gotta be neutral site or we gotta play that game at 11 a.m. on a Saturday so I can get back home.
Yeah.
And I'm being for either I can get back home or I can get to another city with a lot of people that look like me. And what is in the area? Baton Rouge or New Orleans?
Oh,
I think it's Baton Rouge.
again, I don't believe that. And the reason I don't believe that is because I've seen the SWAC ADs and MEAC ADs play a Troy, play a Southwest Louisiana, play a Georgia Southern. I don't believe that. I just don't. This is not capitalism, man. Mike, it's not capitalism. What Florida State is doing is not capitalism. What Georgia is doing is not capitalism. You are throwing good money after bad to support other sports.
Mhm.
This is not capitalism. It is in any way, shape, or form. It's not. It's not capitalism at Ohio State, USC. None of it. It is not capitalism at an SEC school, and they just got $73 million in disbursements. $73 million, and they still have
That's
this
just
is the
one
favorite part,
conference. That's not all. That's just one conference.
and they still got schools
One.
underwater. They got schools underwater that's competing for national championships that's underwater. So, how dare you complain about an HBCU complaining about media rights deals and revenue when the SEC, who is the second top of the top, is saying we're getting $73 million and it ain't enough?
Hey, get a swag seventy
Think
three
about
million
that.
dollars. We about to be driving Rolls Royces. We good. We gonna make it work.
Then me at Mike can complain about we got BMWs in the yard.
He'll be all right. I bet
That's
you
when
he
you
got a
can
BMW
complain.
in his yard.
You can't complain about a media rights deal. You can't complain about a media rights deal that is $7,500 per event. I ain't say per football. Across football season, and basketball season, or possibly baseball and softball, because the mothership got the right of first refusal on all events.
Correct.
$7,500.
Which I
You can
think
make that.
that you can make that in ticket sales. I think that McSeldon realized that that was a bad deal. I think he knew it was a bad deal when he signed it, but I also think he went home and was like, yeah, let me figure out how on the next go round I can either A tell ASPN to fuck off or B I can be like I can keep you, but now my price is different, which is why I believe we have SWAC TV now. I've been saying it since they announced it. I have yet to see a lot of ad space on SWAC TV. I would like to see ad space on SWAC TV. I would like to see non-scripted reality on SWAC TV, like a coach's show, right? But not the coach. sitting there answering questions, interview format, but follow him around for a day. Follow him around in the week of prep up to homecoming or something. Like make SWAC fans stay on the SWAC app. Troy is a programmer. He would tell you this. The longer people stay on your app, the more people interact with the ads on your app, the more money you gonna make. We SWAC app just not there yet. I'm hoping it heads that way though. If not, I just gave them free game. Hope they listening. Exactly, Adrian. Let Marlo let the chopper say. Marlo's corner, a 15-minute segment every week. He got you.
I don't know what happened to Troy. I don't see him.
Yeah. My phone is on the charger in another room, and I'm doing homework, so I'm not even looking at my phone screen. I know he stopped talking. He done dropped again.
What is up with his internet?
Man, the IT guy having internet issues. That jokes right themselves, man.
And he's a computer guy with internet problems.
Right, he a computer guy with internet problems. Let me go see if he texts me.
He can't make
And
this
you
shit
right,
up.
little baby. Every time, little baby. And this is the truth. And I don't care how you feel about it. Every time me and Mike enters a space, the conversation goes left, and we end up chasing our tails every single time. It happened on Doc shows last night, and it's happening again tonight. I'm gonna just start ignoring it.
Yeah, Mike don't want none of this. None.
Nah, he come in and he say dumb shit because he trying to be contrarian on purpose. Like, bro, we see that dumb shit, but you know how to use buzzwords and piss people the fuck off.
So y'all be falling for it.
Yeah, I'm not. Hey, I'm not that grown yet. The Lord's still working on me. So I'm not watching. I'm gonna text my therapist and be like, "Man, let me tell you what happened." And she gonna say, "Jay, why you do that?" That's why I pay you. You tell me.
I want to know why this Joker can't get back in on his own screen.
He hadn't text me. Let me see. Let me open that up. Let's see what's going on. I don't see nothing from it. Yeah, he said his internet dropped. He coming.
Better log in on his phone.
Right. He might have to. I know a little bit of networking. I was sending him a thing on how to segregate his internet so he can put like his laptop and his podcast stuff on one side. So if he got people over or his wife doing something, it won't cut him off. But I don't know what type of internet he running. Andrew said IT where I work his ass too.
IT, it ain't IT, it ain't it.
Man, I got into an argument with my IT team at work on Wednesday over an iPad.
I ain't arguing with nobody about technology.
No, but it's like I would normally I don't care, but like when I can't run at like a critical process because we don't have iPads and I done turned in three of them to y'all with busted screens and you telling me I can't get another one like I didn't give you two. Yeah, I'm finna show out.
Oh shit.
And at the end of the conversation, I was like, I don't even know why we use iPads anyway. This a warehouse. Y'all expect stuff to not get broke,
And they got it. So there's that.
and they got it. Well, we just can't issue them out. I said, okay, you go tell the GM that I'm about to shut down the whole inbound dock because y'all don't want to give me a iPad and watch how that conversation go. I'll wait.
I think we should be talking about some sports. Let's dive into this Super Bowl or the big game.
Honestly, this has been the. I just don't even feel like Super Bowl. Like normally, like even my team has never made a Super Bowl. I'm used to it, but this shit just is. This is boring. Like this don't even feel like Super Bowl on Sunday.
This is almost like watching two nanas get into an argument.
It is like what what is going on? I still think see I'm going with Seattle. Um, I think they're a better coach team. They have been the most consistent team all season. I'm riding with Seattle, but I'm also torn because I mean, running back number two for New England is a Rattler, and I would like him to get a Super Bowl ring his second. No, is this his second or his third year? Yeah, might be his third year.
I think this is second year. He was with Ricky last year, I thought.
Second. Yeah, I think it's his second. So I mean, that would be amazing for him to get a Super Bowl ring his second year in. We had another Rattler up there with the Patriots. I think he was on the practice squad. No, he was on the roster. He also got a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots. So I'm a little bit torn, but it's still gonna be boring as fuck.
I ain't torn. I want Seattle to win by a lot. F the Patriots.
Um, all eyes on me. I am a lifelong Jaguars fan. I grew up 2 hours from Jacksonville. I've been